Hello everyone, so this is a bit of a serious video today. Today I'm going to show you how to remove the Bunnyhop speed cap in Half-Life. So in the current Steam version of Half-Life there is a speed cap that stops you from bunny hopping in Half-Life 1, and this really pisses off a lot of speedrunners. So this is actually based from my Steam guide that I wrote here. Someone asked for a video tutorial, so that's what I'm doing. What you want to do now is you want to go into your Steam library, and you want to find Half-Life. You need to own Half-Life on Steam, obviously. And you want to go onto the details page for the game, and you want to click on this cog here. You want to go onto Manage and select Browse Local Files. So now in here we can create a new folder and call this whatever you want. I'm just going to call this Speedrun. You can't have any spaces in the folder name. You can only do just letters. You can do underscores if you want, obviously. So you want to go into that folder. You want to make another new folder called CL_DLLs and another new folder called DLLs. And now you want to go back to the Half-Life folder and go into your Valve folder. This is basically all the Half-Life 1 files. So what you want to do now is you want to go into liblist.gam, make a copy of that, and go into your speedrun folder and paste it there. So now you want to open it with something like Notepad, any text editor, just not Microsoft Word obviously. And you want to change the name of the game from Half-Life to something like HL Speedrun. The reason why we're doing this is because this is basically just making a Half-Life mod, since you can't do this in the original Half-Life, because if you go into multiplayer then you might get VAC banned for having manipulated DLLs. So you got to do this in a mod. You can't do this in the official Half-Life game. So now once you've done that, you want to go into the Visual Studio link in the description, and it is visualstudio.microsoft.com/downloads, and you want to install Visual Studio 2019 Community. This is the free version of Visual Studio 2019. Yeah, you just want to download that, and you want to run the executable, and that's going to install the Visual Studio installer. And once that's done, you're going to see something that looks similar to this. So it's just going to say getting things ready. So what we want to do is, in this page, you want to select desktop development with C++. That's all you need to select, and you want to go into individual components, search XP, and you want to select C++ Windows XP support for VS 2017, and yeah, that's that. Windows XP support for VS 2017. It says modify for me, since I've already actually installed 2019 and 2017. So now it's going to start the operation. So now it's just starting to download Visual Studio 2019. So if it's your first time installing Visual Studio, then it might take a little while, but since I've already got it installed and I'm just installing some optional components, it's going to take less time. So now it's just finishing up. And since you know this is Microsoft we're talking about here, they do release updates for Visual Studio 2019 every once in a while, and for 2017 as well, since 2017 is still widely used. But they are going to release updates every once in a while, but you don't have to download them. You won't get notifications or anything bugging you about the updates. You will only get notifications about updates when you actually use the software. So if you want to install those updates, you just go into your Start menu, all programs, and just open the Visual Studio installer, and you can update it. So now once that's done, you can select a launch, or you can do what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to close the installer, and I'm just going to open Visual Studio 2019. And here we go. So now you want to select clone or checkout code on this start menu here. And you just want to type this link. This link will also be in the description of the video. So it is https://github.com/solokiller/half-life-updated.git. And I'm just going to change this local path. And you want to select clone. And now it's just going to open Visual Studio itself and actually clone it. So you should see this output window showing this here. If you can't, just go to View, Output. So once it's finished cloning, it actually doesn't take very long. It's going to open it up in the Solution Explorer here. So what you want to do is you want to open Projects, VS 2019, and you want to open up this projects.sln file here. So that might take quite a while. If it says not responding, then don't click around, don't close it. It's always going to say not responding sometimes. Okay, so now in your projects file, you want to highlight DMC CDLL, DMC DLL, Ricochet CDLL, and Ricochet DLL, and you want to delete those projects from the solution, since you don't need those projects. Okay, so now you can refer to the Steam guide if you want, so that you don't have to pause this video. This Steam guide will also be linked in the description. So you want to go to HLDLL, source files, PM shared, and pmshared.cpp. And we're just going to Control F Bunnyhop. And here it is. So this is basically the whole function in the C++ code that stops people from bunny jumping, basically. So it says purpose corrects bunny jumping. So it crops velocity. So basically, when you get to a certain speed, it's going to slow you down. So what you want to do is you want to type /* here, and at the end of this function, you want to type */, and that's commented out the function now. So now the C++ compiler is going to ignore this. So now the speed won't be slowed down. So what you want to do is you want to go to build solution, and hopefully it will work. Now you might get an error from this, and if you get an error, I will show you how to fix it. So right now it's just compiling the whole project, or solution I should say. So it's building both this project and this project. So it's going to build two DLL files, and here's the output here. So right now it's just gathering together all the CPP files and all the header files. And there's the error there, if you saw it. Okay, so you're going to get this error. If you get this error, you want to just double click on it, and it's going to take you to this line. So what you want to do is you want to take you want to type 2 slashes and then a space, and then we can try building it again. Okay, so now it should say build 2 succeeded, 0 failed, 0 up to date, 0 skipped. So now what you want to do is you want to copy this here. Ignore the HLDLL, HL.dll parts, just copy that, Control C, and you want to hold down the Windows key and press R, and then you just want to paste it in there, and then press OK. Now it's going to take you to that folder. So now you should also have your Half-Life folder open in the background. So now you want to go into your speedrun folder, or whatever you call it, CLDLLs, and just go into HLCDLL, move that over there, and now you want to go into DLLs, and in here, HLDLL, and just move that there. So now I'm going to show you how to get rid of autojump. So to do this, just type don't pogo stick, and hang on, let me just refer to my Steam guide here. Okay, so it's just this block of code. I can't remember it fully. So you want to comment out this code as well. So at the start of if, just type /*, and at the end of that, just type */, and now you can hold down space and it's going to keep jumping. So just press Ctrl-Shift-B, it's going to build again. You should get 2 succeeded, 0 failed, 0 up to date, 0 skipped. So now you want to go back to your debug folder and your speedrun folder, move HL.dll over to DLLs, replace it, and get your client.dll, and just move that over here to CLDLLs, replace the file in the destination. And there we go. So now you need to restart Steam. Just wait for that to load. So now you need to remember what you called the mod, because we're going to have to find it in our Steam library. So I called it HL Speedrun, and here it is. So now we can play it, and the main menu is going to look exactly the same as normal Half-Life. So I'm just going to open the console and type a map Crossfire here. You can just do create server and create a map though. And now we can bunny jump, or bunny hop. Now if you can't move around fully, just open the console, type m_raw input 0. Now you can look around fully. So yeah, that's how you remove the bunny hop speed cap and add auto jump in Half-Life.